So
they're not destructive shots.
And that's the thing, I mean, this is obviously throughout the bag, but I mean, initially, if you look at the left-hand one, again, setup's obviously very good. You're a good golfer, to be fair. There's nothing really made you wrong there, okay? As the club goes back now, you can see, even before that club's gone back a little bit, it's almost like there's a shift with the lower half kind of sideways. The head's now moving with that. And from here now, it looks as though that club's almost like someone's pulling the club out of screen and pulling you back. And your head and left shoulder then just follow around the corner. So your club therefore would swing a little bit flatter when you turn better, which we'll show in a second, okay? But you're making this golf swing now more with this shoulder and the arms pulling you round. So it's a bit like a fake turn. You are, if you look at your shoulder, you turn your shoulders, they're nice. And if you watch on camera, you look at these things and go, yeah, he's definitely made a backswing there. But you can see now you've moved off that line there more than I would like. If your left ear was on that line, I would say okay, but you're just moving off. And this is a 6 or a 7 iron. I would say for you, if you went to a longer club, it's going to probably even be a bit more, you see. So
that's why I'm struggling with the drive.
Exactly. So that movement obviously off the ball there. Again, visually when you look at that, you go, I'm turning my shoulders, I'm doing all the good things I should be doing. But how you've created it, as I say, a bit sort of manufactured. And again, good golfers can kind of find where the ball is eventually, but you're trying to manipulate the club all the time. So what you've got to feel there in terms of practice now, if you go back here now, is almost that right shoulder there. That shoulder now you can see is going back. That shoulder's behind you now, straight away. Now, what you don't do is you get a little bit flat with the arms, because obviously you're used to this side of your body not really moving with the right side, and your arms going across your chest, and then you get to about here. If I turn more now, the arms will seem that they're a lot flatter. Which is why when you're making these practice swings here now, the arms do look a little bit flat. Okay, so there's one in a second you do where you get a little bit more upright there. There we go. So you start there, that one, there you go. So that's where your arms would want to be there. So you're pushing your arms away. I was feeling
it was in the wrong place. So
and a little bit more of a stretch there with the right arm. A lot of people sort of collapse this right arm in, and the arm gets across the chest too much. I mean, the amount of left arm movement tall players have from sort of, if this is 0 and the chest across there would be 90. That's a 90-degree left arm movement. That's 0. Tall players go about 8 to 10 degrees. You've got about 8 to 10 degrees in about the first 6 inches, Your left arm's basically done that without much chest movement, okay? Whereas tall players are turning that as one go, So turning the body this way, the arm's not really moving across your chest so much, So when you did turn more, it looked like your left arm was working a bit flatter, because your left arm's used to being dragged across because of your old swing, okay? So then we get to the top of the back. So that's kind of your practice movements there now. Then when we step to the golf ball, we get set to the golf ball and we just go. So we look at the first movement here now, at least you're on that yellow line for longer. Your left ear's just about on the edge. It's moved that much, or moved that much less, which is fine. If we changed it more, you'd probably be missing the golf ball. So we make small little increments bit by bit by bit. So you kind of still feel from where you were comfortable from the previous swing, but you're moving towards where you want to get to, If we went from where you are now to where we want to be, it feels such a big change. You'd be coming down the golf ball now, you just wouldn't have a clue where that club is. And if you're playing today, it'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? So it's got to be kind of just a small little step by step, putting the piece together bit by bit, okay? So then when you get back there, now as your body unwinds, we can stay behind the golf ball there now. Nice release. Now your left side's kind of more under control to turn the body through, and you release through to a nice follow through. That's good. Very, very good. Nice and balanced, very sort of vertical.
But through the impact area.
Exactly. Definitely. There's a good movement there. I mean, if you look at the impact there as you come through, hands are nicely in front. I mean, the hands are in a good spot there, just before impact there, and then just after. So I'd say your hands are impact just slightly in front, sort of in line with that left shoulder, nice clearing with the chest, and a good release of the arms through to a full follow through. But the feeling for you more so now is that the right side of your body is responsible for the club going away in the takeaway. Like I said, if you're going to hand something to someone, like if you had a priceless, or I can't drop it, you wouldn't go and just move your arms across your chest. You'd move everything together, and that's going to keep your arms more in sort of in sync with the body turn to come back to the goal.
Just keeping it simple, isn't it?
Exactly. If you're just dragging your arms straight away now, you've got to do something different, okay, to react to what your arms have done. If you then turn now, the club's going to get quite flat. So it's almost sometimes you're just making a backwards one looks this way. Just sort of dragging your arm across there. It looks on camera your left shoulder's turning under your shin, which I suppose in some ways it is a little bit, but how it's getting there is more manipulated as opposed to being a twist. It's more of a drag and heave around the corner. Okay. Does that kind of make sense there with that movement?
Perfect,
Excellent, good stuff. Right.